Hey, what's up, guys? It's Gabe Monroe with NerdTech, and I'm bringing you a video today about how I handle my mass calling inside of my NerdTech GHL platform. And the reason for this video is most people are not aware of it, but GHL actually charges 1 penny when you use their custom webhook. It's considered a premium action, which is one of their automations. Premium actions, some of them cost more, like they have ChatGPT as a premium action. There's several different types of premium actions, but let me just show you what I'm talking about here, because when I show my other videos on how to trigger calls from this platform, which I absolutely love doing, instead of using Air Direct, we use here to trigger the calls. We use, let's see, AI sales call demo. So here's an example of how I would build a call trigger. They're very simple. So right here, this is the premium webhook. This is a custom webhook. And here's how we set it up. This is just very simple for demo purposes. This every time triggered actually costs a penny from this NerdTech Go High Level platform. That's not my charge. So that's what the owners of the platform charge to use this type of webhook. Now, where this really adds up is if you are doing mass calling for like B2B, you're wanting to call like 100,000 businesses a month or something like that. So you're not going to want to call 100,000 businesses a month with this setup here, because that's going to cost you a penny every single time this is triggered, on top of the Air.ai costs, on top of the Twilio costs. So we can at least eliminate this charge somewhat. If we, the way I do this is I use Pabbly. So Pabbly, let me see here. Do a test folder, create a folder. All right, we're gonna do a test folder here. And Pabbly is literally just like Zapier or Make, if you're familiar with those. The reason why I use Pabbly for this, another thing most people don't understand, when you use Make and Zapier and you make an automation, you're going to have a trigger, you're going to have the action and then in the middle, and then you're probably going to have some sort of end action, or maybe you just might have a trigger and an action. Every single step inside that automation is going to cost you what I think Zapier calls it a task, and Make calls it an operation. So when you sign up for Zapier or Make or Pabbly, well, not Pabbly in this case, but when you sign up for Zapier or Make, you pay for a certain amount of tasks or operations, which is their automations. When you build out a two-step task or operation in Zapier and Make, each one of those is costing you a task or an operation. In Pabbly, it's unique because I could have a 5-step automation and I'm only being charged one task, not 5 tasks. So it's something most people don't think about, but that makes Pabbly unique and way cheaper in the long run when you're building this out. And Pabbly integrates with Go High Level. So what I do is we'll create a workflow here. We're going to do this test call. We're going to put in the test folder. So we're going to do webhook. We're going to do a catch webhook. And then when we do that, it gives us this URL right here. Now let's go back over to NerdTech. And what this is going to do is it's going to replace this one. So this one costs a penny. Now Pabbly doesn't cost anything because we pay a monthly fee. So for example, you could get, if you're doing massive volume, you could buy 100,000 tasks in Pabbly for like maybe $100. I don't remember what the pricing is, but it's cheaper. So 100,000 tasks at $100, you can see that 100,000 tasks times a penny would be $1,000. So it's like obvious, it's 10 times cheaper. So that's why we would want to go to Pabbly. If we're doing 100,000 calls and Go High Level, it costs us $1,000 just to trigger that premium action at a penny each. In Pabbly, we can buy that action basically in bulk and only pay roughly $100, I believe it is, give or take. It might actually be cheaper than that. It might be like $80. It's pretty cheap though in Pabbly. So this is going to replace, everything we're doing in Pabbly is going to replace this webhook right here. So in order to do that, we're going to create a webhook. So the one we're using right here is this webhook, and you know that it costs you money based on the crown, and it tells you that premium actions are advanced actions offered by workflows, blah, 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 they cost you money. And then this one right here is the one we can use to connect to Pabbly. It doesn't cost us anything. So if we do this webhook here, this URL right here, we go to Pabbly, we copy this URL, and we put it right here. Boom, now we're connected to Pabbly. And this is going to be a post, so that works. All right. And then we'll go to Pabbly. And in order to get a response here, so this gives you just, this isn't a real response, there's nothing here, but we need to do recapture response. Yes, go back over here. We're gonna save this. We're gonna do test workflow. We're gonna find my test contact here, run test. And let's see here, let's push it through. All right. Boom, there we go. So the test came through. You can see this is my test contact right here. We've received, so we've officially connected to Pabbly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the API right here. We're going to API request, connect. We're going to do the, under method, we're going to do custom. So custom is the same as if we come over here and did this custom right here. So now we're taking this free webhook, we're going to Pabbly, and we're doing the custom webhook here. And then we're going to put in, so here with this Air.ai URL that we would paste there, we would paste that here instead. So that's where that goes. And then our authentication, we do bear token, and then we just gonna make this up. We're not even gonna do a test, but this would be your token that you would get from Air.ai, same as what you would put right here. And then basically we can copy this same structure right here of the body, and then where it says data, we'd put that there. Then we would go to Air, get our prompt ID, make sure that's the same. Right here, where it says phone, we want to take out and bury in the parentheses, take that out. Then we go to the webhook right here, which connected to Go High Level for our test contact, and we actually need to map that to the phone right there. You know it's correct when it's white, and then you need quotes on both sides. You need a comma, and then for the second line here, we would do the same thing for name. And we go to here, and we would map this to the first name. So now this is going to work. We would save this, and we've officially connected to Pabbly, where now we can run all the call triggers through Pabbly instead of costing us a penny through Go High Level. And again, this is for mass calling. The penny does not add up very much if you're doing it for just very simple follow-ups and you're calling a few handful of people a day. It's not worth going to the trouble of building out this separate connection. But if you're mass calling, this is going to save you guys a ton of money. If you need help with this, I'd be happy to help. We can also add metadata down here if we needed to. If we needed to add an address or anything like that, a company name, a company category, maybe like dentist or plumber or anything like that. Whatever you want to reference on the call, we can add that as a metadata. I show that in my other videos because it's the same that we would do it down here. So this video is simply just to show you how to connect it properly to Pabbly if you're doing mass calling. Definitely reference my other videos about the metadata or doing those details as well. So I hope this helped you understand that a little bit. I've helped multiple clients do this and build this out, and they're super happy to still be able to have the automations that we do inside of our NerdTech Go High Level system, but to be able to save money when it comes to mass calling. So if you have any questions or you need help with this, feel free. I always put my link to my calendar down below. We can have a discovery call to see exactly what you need. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I love making this content for you guys, so have a good rest of your week.